Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 81 of Direwolf20's server play. I'm watching Richard G try and figure out my little force field contraption here. Ha! Nice try. Trollolol. Trollolol indeed. Alright, looks like I'm going to have to take drastic measures to deal with this guy and his shenanigans, because he thinks he can trollolol his way through my force field. Trollolol indeed. And I forget if... Hey, Thunderdark. Thunderdark, I know you're on TeamSpeak. The NPC defense upgrade, that'll protect against players as well, won't it? Or wait, the defense
Not the
station
NPC.
upgrade. Defense station upgrade, is that the one?
Yeah, there's two different types. There's an NPC one and there's one that's for players.
Hey, Richard G, how's it going?
Awkward silence.
Oh no, you can't get through them anymore with the latest versions of the modular force field system. Thunderdark took care of that.
It'll kill you.
Yeah, I know there was a way to kill players who go in that don't have the security key. I wasn't sure if it was the NPC upgrade or the other one. I guess it's the other one then.
It's the other one. It will, even with the quantum suit, it does like 3 hearts of damage a hit.
Cool. I like the sound of that.
I know, because Matabase almost killed himself, and he did kill Covert Jaguar when they visited my area.
Nice. That's what they get for sneaking their way through.
Actually, I'd had that section turned down, and then Matabase went, "Oh, what's this button do?"
Alright, 2 cards and 2 circuits. I'm getting to the point where I need a project table for security guards. I'm not even kidding, dude. It's it's nuts.
Yeah, it is a pain, isn't it?
I'm also getting to the point where I'm running low on whatchamacallit, paper.
I have a reed farm for that.
I do too, I just haven't harvested it in a while.
I use forestry, I just have to turn it on.
Electronic circuit, test the coil. I guess I have to activate these things. So let's see. I guess I need to make them security cards, right?
I can give you a couple of stacks of reeds if you want them.
Oh, I know what I need to do. Nah, I'm alright. It's this thingy that I have to encode with, right? So I need another blank card now. Great. Dum-diddy-dum. Hello. I had not heard that, Richard G. Give us some details. There we go.
Is Richard G talking in-game or something? Because I didn't say anything.
Yeah, he is. Hey, there's Thunderdark. All right, now where do I put this MFFS defense station upgrade? Compatible with.
You can either put it in one of the shield projectors. It has to be a sphere, cube, or advanced cube, I think it is. If you highlight over it, it tells you which ones it goes in. Or you can put it in a defense station itself. What?
Oh, I just typed in game to Richard G. I'm like, hey, come inside my force field. I want to see if it kills you. Alright, tell me when you're ready, Richard G, and then I'll teleport you in here if you want. And for the viewers, what I've been working on between last episode and this is that little thing way up in the sky up there. Yoink. I built myself a GPS tower way high up in the sky, because as we recall, the higher up you build these things, the further of a range they will have, which is cool. So this guy is all set up and running, and it's going to be my GPS host for this age, which is going to be coolness. I'm getting ready to start messing around with this stuff. You can see I already copied some programs here via disk. Basically, I had some disks, went ahead and, hooked up a disk drive, and got this turtle hooked up. So now he's got my 9x9 program, my drop off, my go home, and my go to. Ready I am. Ha! Nice.
What?
Yeah, it killed him.
Was he wearing a quantum suit?
No.
Yeah, without a quantum suit, it's only like 2 hits and you're dead.
I'll save you, Richard G. And I'll even give you back... How come you have a solar helmet on? Is that your skin? Oh, well, I was saving you from dying. Yeah, this is the Nexus, believe it or not. Thunderdark, if you want to encode yourself a security ID, you can. I'll give you access to my force fields.
He has access anyway.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He's a elite hacksaw. I did make a whole new age, but it was greater than 128, and certain mods, industrial craft, have issues with, worlds greater than that. Hey, is that fixed in 132, by the way?
I hope it is, because all my ages are greater than 128.
Yeah, I'm asking RG here, because, he should know that answer. So yeah, what I'm going to do, guys, basically, what is the issue with 128? If your age ID is greater than 128, yeah, the dimension ID, it'll be all kinds of weird. You heard it here, folks. Isn't that what Forge is supposed to do? Basically, I'm going to have to set up a home coordinate. Yes. Cool. Because most other mods are okay with the whole, above 128 thing. Industrial Craft, I think, is one of the few, but Mistcraft was also a little bit wonky, because, I made it Eternal Day, and it wasn't staying Eternal Day, and other weird things were happening. So I decided to relocate to the Nexus.
Yeah, the way mine works is, my age is the biggest problem I have, is that, I have it set for Eternal Night with Eternal Rain and Thunderstorms, stuff like that.
Right.
I can hear the rain, but it looks like Eternal Day until I log out and log back in. Then it works fine.
83, 293. Oh yeah, you need fuel, don't you? Turtles need fuel, don't they?
Yep. Unless you get someone to change the config so they don't.
No, I'm cool. Just want to make sure this thing behaves itself and goes where I want him to. Good. So that's his new little home. So yeah, I'm gonna have to rearrange the little go home program that I wrote. I don't understand anything you just wrote. Awkward silence because I'm confused. A certain S of the chromosomes. Oh, Soren and your old XY craft? Nice. Zycraft. Alright, YouTube, I will be back once I figure out how I want to program my turtles here. We're going to have to do a couple things, basically. Number one, I want it so that whenever the turtle's going to go through this thing, I need a program that will send him over to the relay, deposit all his items, which will then, of course, automatically get sucked into the nearby chest, and then, you know, turn left one, go forward, and break the block breaker, sending him to the other side, and then on boot up. Also, YouTube guys, sorry for not being on recordings. Dire records at 9 to 10 p.m. for me. Yes, sometimes. And then, yeah, I want him to pick up where he left off on the other side. And for that, I'm going to be doing a lot of work with this little guy, which I have named Direserve. So this is going to kind of be a server which will control this turtle, doing some cool stuff. And like I said, I want to be building some railcraft goodies. So, you know, we'll probably have some railcraft work being done inside this room. But for now, I'm going to go hold off. And Thunderdark, if you want to open this force field, you put a piece of cobblestone in the relay over there. And then like about 2 seconds later, it'll open up this force field, allowing you into the inner sanctum. Wahaha. Thunderdark's like, why would I have cobblestone on me? Dire, please, please, please vote on the railway thing. Okay, I'll vote on it. Yeah, we have a little text file where we all vote on like certain ideas and stuff for the upcoming next version of the server, so I'll be voting on that. You know, whatever Richard G tells me to vote, probably. Alright guys, I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, we're back, and gonna mess around with this turtle a little bit. So basically what I want to do is put this turtle in wireless control mode. And what I'm going to do is do that with a startup script. And basically it's going to act like this. Okay? And I'm going to do while true do. Rednet.open. You know what? I should do the rednet open up here. And then here, I want to do the rednet command that will make it sit and wait for a command. So if we do help rednet, we can check that up. There we go. Rednet dot receive, I think it is. Yeah, rednet dot receive. Yep. So we'll get the sender ID and the message. Cool. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do this. Alright, so while true, sender ID, message, and distance are equal to the rednet.receive command. And so what I should now have is a message and the sender ID. And what I'm going to do next is, let's see, I think I'll do, for now I'm going to do it like this, and I might change this up in the future, but this should work for now. I'm going to do, let's do shell.run message. Cool. So now the program will run whatever the message is in the shell. So I should be able to do this. Let's say I want to send the message to this guy. Now, this guy's ID, by the way, what is it? Get ID? There it is, 894. Wow, that's a big ID. All right, Void Turtle. Yes, that's what I named him. So his ID is 894. Cool. So I should be able to come over to this little guy, right? Open up Lua. Now let's try this out. So I want to send the turtle to this position that I'm in right now, and that's 1224, 82, 293. So I'm going to do a rednet.send 894 What was that? Let's say 1224, 82, 293. False. Why did you return false? Oh, right, because I didn't reboot this guy. Now he should be waiting for a command. So I should be able to issue this again. True? Did you true me? Did you say true? False. Why did you say false? So if I do this, now if it returned false, that means it, oh, you know what? Rednet.open, right. I think this was actually on the left. Yeah, it is. True. Cool. Now you can execute that command. No such program. All right. So let's see what the problem is here. I was concerned that this might not work, and it might be that it's not going to. That's all right. We'll figure it out some other way. Bear with me just a moment while I figure out why this didn't work. Alright guys, after playing around for a little bit and looking at the computer craft forums, I found a nice post where somebody has conveniently already written this program. So I took what they did and tweaked it a little bit, and let me talk you guys through how this works. This is the computer that's sending the information. Okay, basically I'm creating a table, which if you guys watched my tables tutorial, you'll know what this is all about. So there you go, table, cool, right? It's kind of like an array in other programming languages. And then we do a rednet open on the left, and we go ahead and send that information to the 894, which is the turtle over there. And then we serialize the command variable up here. Okay, so what this is all about is it basically takes this array and converts that array into a string. So it kind of like puts it all into one string so that we can kick it off to the other program. And then there's an equal program over here on this side that unserializes that string. So if I edit startup over here, okay, what this does is it basically says, take that message that you got and unserialize it. And what that'll do is it'll convert that string back into a table. And then we can run the shell.run command there, and we unpack that table into separate, messages. So unpack here basically takes that table, which is, 4 different variables in our case, the goto command and the numbers, and breaks it all apart and makes it so that the shell.run can work. And I'll paste bin both of these programs for you guys right now, just so you can go ahead and play with it a little bit. Let's go ahead and, paste bin put test. There you go. So if you guys want to download that. So this is the sending guy, and this is I called this startup, but paste bin put startup. There you go. So now reset the computer, and this guy's ready to work. So basically what happens is when I send this array of information, or a table as it's called in Lua, to the computer, it should execute the goto command. So let's give it a shot. You ready? All right. Test, please. True. And hey, look at the little guy. He's moving. Nice. So what happened there basically, as you can see, it executed the command goto 1225 83 294, this is the message before I unserialized it back into an array. So this is kind of like the text version of it. And then you can see the current location and output, because that's how the goto command works. Pretty neat, right? Well, I mean, I thought so. Up to you guys if you think it's neat. So now what I want to do is write a couple quick and simple programs here. So right now, 1218 83 293. We'll let this guy go ahead and run and get its way over there, and then we'll be back. So what I'm going to do now is run a program called leave. And this is basically going to be a pretty simple one. All I have to do is put this turtle right here. So this is 1218 83 292. Okay, 1218 83 292. So I'm going to tell him to go to 1218 83, 292. And I'm just writing this here because, you know, it's basic. So, shell dot run. $12.18, 83, 292. And then let's go ahead and run the leave program now. So what I'm actually going to do, let's do this. Get that guy out of the way. Just move him to a random position there. Now, after he leaves, he's going to face this direction, right? Because that's north. Remember, I have him always facing north after he's done. So we want him to turn left once. Turtle.turn left. Then he'll be facing the relay here. And from there, I want him to drop everything in his inventory. So if you guys recall, I do have a program called drop-off that does that. It basically, I want to get rid of the shell thing because that's moving to the place in the old world. But basically, drop-off is going to go ahead and, you know, go through everything in his inventory and drop it directly in front of him. So now that we've edited that, the old version of the drop-off, I just removed that code. So then we'll do shell.run drop-off. Cool. And then I should do shell dot turn left again. So instead of facing this way, he'll be facing this way. Turtle dot forward. And this should have been turtle dot turn left, by the way. And then turtle dot, or you know what is it? I think it's redstone. Is that the command? All right, that should do it. Redstone dot set output bottom, and that should emit a redstone signal. So what this thing should do now is go over here to this position and face north. Then it's going to turn left, drop all its items in the relay. Then it's going to turn left again, move forward one, and emit a redstone signal below it, which should cause it to go through the whole system. You ready? Cross your fingers, because I hope this works. You know what? I'm even going to put some items in here just to make sure that, you know, it works. Cool. Now, why did you not emit a redstone? Bad argument Boolean. Alright, let me troubleshoot that and I'll be back. There's my problem. Set output requires that you put a boolean of true or false after this. So there we go. I needed the true there. That's why I was getting that boolean error. So let's go ahead and run this test program again. That should move my turtle to a better position. After, yeah, no. There we go. And leave, please. So then he should drop all his items in here. You know, let's assume that he did that. What happened? Did you run out of fuel on me? Trying once more. Leave, please. There we go. Okay, that was cool. Here goes nothing. Let's refuel and leave. Go ahead and do your thing. Dropped off his wood, and then he went and got eaten. Nice work, turtle. You did good. Alright, then what I'm going to do is figure out how the next thing will work. Alright guys, getting ready to put together the next piece of this puzzle. So I'm going to stop the startup program that's currently running, and I'm going to edit it up again. What I wanted to do is I want this computer to know whenever this guy turns on. So what I want him to do is basically broadcast to this server, okay, which I want to get the ID of. 899. Cool. And yeah, I want this guy, when he turns on, to do a rednet send. I'm on. Cool. So that's neat. And this guy, when he's in server mode, I can pretty much wait for him to do certain things. So let's edit this program. Okay. And you know what? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let's try something out here. Alright guys, so here's the basic program I just wrote. Alright, it's going to open up the left wireless modem, it's going to send the message leave, then it's going to sit and wait for a message to come back, and it's going to print out whatever that message is. Now ideally that message should be I'm on. So what should happen here, basically, is this guy will be in waiting for command mode, like this. Oh, wait, what'd I do? There we go, I fixed it. Just forgot to tell it what computer to send the message to. So I had just put I'm on. I forgot to tell it 299, comma, I'm on. Okay, so I was saying this guy will be sitting and waiting for command mode. This guy will go ahead and send the message to leave, and then it'll sit there and wait. It'll wait as long as we want. I'm not going to have a delay there. I was going to put a 10-second delay, and then I realized, no, I don't want to, because it might take more than 10 seconds for this guy to leave. So let's go ahead and do this. You ready? Testing it. Here goes nothing. Positive number expected. That's because, again, when I sent the send message, I forgot to do 294. So you received the message to leave, or not? Did I say 294? I meant 894. Let's try this now. So you should be executing the leave command. Ooh, you expected a table, that's right. This should solve it. A table can just have one entry, so let's go ahead and try this again. Might as well get this thing going again. Hey, cool, I did something. Now, why did you receive the message ping? That's the ultimate question. Oh, I know why. Because ping is what the computer does. Alright, so let's send this guy back home. You did enter startup mode, right? Oh, right. He needs to refuel. Ooh, that's going to be tricky. Alright, I can solve that. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm creating a, I'm basically giving it the message command ping. So I'm creating a new variable for message, putting ping in there, and I'm going to tell it to keep looping until it's something other than ping, and then it does its first receive, at which point it'll get the ping command because this guy broadcasts ping whenever it's trying to figure out its current position. So then it'll be ping, it'll loop through again, and it'll, realize it's not ping, and it'll go ahead and wait for another message from this guy. And then if it does get ping, it'll keep looping until it gets something other than ping, like I'm on. So let's give that a shot. Ready? Ready. Alright, so you are on waiting for command mode, you are, and you are on, let's do this. Okay. I meant to say while message equals ping. And of course you need double equals here, because we're not assigning, we're checking. Now it should behave. There it goes. It's moving. It got a lot of ping commands, and then, it's going to keep going until it gets something other than ping, like it just got now. And the message should have been I'm on. Did it get the I'm on message? Or not? There we go. I think I have more troubleshooting to do. Because you should have sent a message out here that says I'm on. Alright guys, I'll be back. There we go. I just had a typo in the startup program. Don't know how I managed to do that, but I had put $2.99 instead of $8.99. You guys probably noticed it more than I did. Alright, so now I need to make sure this guy keeps fuel. Alright, I can handle that. Probably with some kind of trickery in here. Good question. You know what? I have a better idea. Yeah. I'm going to keep a fuel chest under this guy. Because what's happening is every time this guy travels through the line, he's getting, basically his fuel is getting reset. And that's not good. We need to make sure there's plenty of fuel in there. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a couple of iron chests before we wrap up this episode. And I know the end here was a little bit of me coding and troubleshooting, and some people don't like that. But most of the episode wasn't, so hopefully it won't be too big of a disappointment for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy checking out how cool these turtles are gonna be. If you haven't figured out yet, I'm having a lot of fun messing with them. And I think I need to uncrate a stack of crated coal. So take care of that for me, would you, Mr. Uncrating System? Thank you. Yeah, there's going to be some cool stuff coming up with these turtles. And I'm going to do less programming because I know some people don't like that. But I will, as usual, show the code, you know, once it's complete. So we'll have a little bit of fun messing around with that stuff. So let's see. I'm going to get some of you. Probably going to need some more wood while I'm here. I'm going to go with 2 iron chests. There we go. And I'll just split the coal up among them. So what I'm going to do is, wrong world. Basically, I'm going to have the master server thing kind of control these guys. At least the one turtle for now. May expand it into a larger fleet later, but for now I think one turtle should be fine. So here we're going to have another chest. So let's do this, and break you. And, oh, didn't want to do that. That should do for now. And then we're probably going to want to do the same thing over here with the fuel and whatnot. Cool. So the way this will work is, once this guy receives the message of I'm on, we'll tell him to do the following. You ready? First, let's move this guy into position. And I'm going to cut the camera here, and then I'll be back once this is ready to work. So I made a nice little program. It's called Get Fuel, and it picks up the entire stack of whatever's inside the chest under it. It go ahead and drops everything except 2 of them. So if it picks up 64, it'll drop 62, and then it'll refuel itself, and then it'll have fuel outside the force field. Alright, so the next step is to get this server to go ahead and send the refuel command to that guy. But we're going to do that off camera between this episode and next. And then next episode I'll come back, hopefully with these 2 computers, the computer and the turtle, communicating a little better. And then I'll start messing around with other kinds of neat stuff. So for now, this is Direwolf20 signing off on episode 81 of Direwolf20's server play. Hope you guys enjoyed checking it out. And like I said, next episode I'll have these turtles whipped into shape, and maybe we'll have some cool stuff happening with them. I'm going to want to start, like I said, doing some railcraft building with the turtles. Hopefully they'll help me build some neat stuff out here in the void area. Alright guys, take it easy.